Once upon a time, in a small town surrounded by green fields and quiet hills, lived a boy named Aarav. He was known as a dreamer. While other children played, Aarav would sit under the big banyan tree near his house, looking at the sky, imagining himself doing great things. He dreamed of becoming an inventor, of creating machines that could help people and change the world. His imagination was limitless. But there was one problem. Aarav never believed his dreams could be real. Whenever he shared his ideas, people laughed. Some said, "You think too much." Others mocked him. "Stop dreaming, Aarav. You'll never achieve anything if you don't live in the real world." Little by little, those words began to shape his thoughts. His bright imagination started to fade. Aarav stopped sketching his inventions. He began to think maybe everyone was right, maybe he wasn't good enough. One day, while walking home from school, Aarav met an old man sitting by the roadside fixing a broken bicycle. The man's hands were rough, but his eyes were calm and wise. Aarav watched silently as the man patiently adjusted the chain and oiled the gears. When the repair was done, the old man looked up and said with a smile, "You've been staring for quite a while, young man. What's on your mind?" Aarav hesitated, then replied softly, "I was just wondering how machines work. I used to dream of building one someday, but it's useless. I don't think I can." The old man chuckled. "Useless? Why do you think so?" "Because everyone says dreams don't come true," Aarav said, his voice low. "And maybe they're right." The old man stood, wiped his hands and said, "Come here, I want to show you something." He took out a small box from his bag. Inside were tiny gears, screws, and pieces of metal, parts of an old clock. The man handed the pieces to Aarav and said, "Can you see time in these pieces?" Aarav frowned. "No, they're just broken parts." The man smiled. "Exactly. To most people, these are useless bits of metal, but to someone who believes, they are pieces of a dream. A mind that sees possibilities where others see nothing. That mind can create the future." Aarav looked at the gears again. The words struck something deep within him. The old man continued, "The world you see outside is built by minds that believed in what they imagined inside. Airplanes, lights, machines, all were once just dreams in someone's mind. Remember, young boy, your mind is not just for thinking, it's the workshop of your future. Whatever you truly believe and work for, your mind will find a way to make it real." Before Aarav could say anything, the man packed his things, smiled and said, "Keep dreaming, but more importantly, believe your dream is possible. That's where the magic begins." And just like that, he walked away. That night, Aarav couldn't sleep. The man's words echoed in his head. Your mind is the workshop of your future. He decided he would start again, not by waiting for someone to believe in him, but by believing in himself first. The next morning, he picked up his old notebook and began sketching his inventions again. A solar-powered cart, a water purifier, small ideas but filled with hope. At first, things didn't go well. His experiments failed often. The batteries exploded, circuits burned, and sometimes his room filled with smoke. His parents were worried, his friends teased him, but every time he fell, he remembered the old man's words. To someone who believes, even broken pieces can become something great. So, Aarav kept going. Months passed. Then one day, while walking through his school corridor, he noticed the janitor struggling to carry heavy buckets of water upstairs. An idea sparked in Aarav's mind. He thought, what if I could make a machine to help him? He spent weeks working after school, collecting scraps, old bicycle chains, a broken pulley, and some wires. Slowly, piece by piece, he built a simple water lifting machine powered by a small motor and pedal system. When he finally tested it, it worked. The janitor's eyes filled with tears of gratitude. News spread quickly. Teachers praised him. For the first time, Aarav felt the power of his own belief. It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. It was his mind. The belief that what he imagined could become real. But that was just the beginning. Aarav wanted to do more. He started reading about inventors like Edison and Tesla. He learned that every great idea begins as a dream in someone's mind, but only those who believe in it, despite failure, make it real. Years went by. Aarav's curiosity grew into passion, and his passion became purpose. He joined a technical institute where he kept working on innovative projects. Some failed miserably, others worked beautifully. Once, during a national science exhibition, Aarav presented his design for a low-cost wind-powered electricity generator for rural areas. Many doubted it would work. The judges raised their eyebrows. But when the fan blade spun and a small bulb lit up, the crowd erupted in applause. Aarav's eyes filled with tears. At that moment, he remembered the old man by the roadside, the one who told him that his mind could shape his future. Years later, Aarav became a well-known engineer and inventor. He created several affordable machines that helped farmers and small communities. He was invited to speak at schools where he shared his journey. Whenever he told his story, he always ended with the same line: "Your life becomes what your mind believes. Your future is not written by luck or fate, it's written by your thoughts. If you feed your mind doubt, you'll see limits everywhere. But if you feed it faith, your world will expand beyond imagination."